Okay, for a different way to do the problem, I do recommend you click on this link over here, and you'll see someone else do the problem differently than I'm going to do it. The first thing I would do looking at it is I would do partial fraction decomposition on this. Let me go through that with you. I have it written over here. I'll go through the steps to get the A, B, and the C now. And the way you do that, you multiply both sides by the LCD. What's the LCD? It's n plus 1, n plus 2. So what would you get? You would get 1 equals, this is what you would in Math 119, by the way. You would get A, n plus 1, n plus 2, plus B times n plus 2, plus C, n plus 1. Then you pick an easy n. I would say n is 0 is easy. What would that give you? 1 equals, well, let's say, you'd get A, and then you'd get what? 1 times 2, which is 2A. The other two terms disappear because n is 0. So what do I now know? I know A is 1/2. I pick another easy number. My suggestion is to pick -1. If you did that, you would get 1. Well, the first term disappears, and the third term disappears. And the middle term you'd get, let's see what you'd get. You'd get minus B. What does that say B is? B is -1. All right, let's pick n equals -2 now. You still get 1 on the left side. Well, the first term disappears, the second term disappears, but the third term you're going to get, let's see, you're going to get C. That'll be -2 times -1, which is 2. What does that tell me? It tells me C is 1/2. All right? Now, if you plug that in, which I'm going to do right now, and we'll go through the simplification and show you how we get the answer over there. So let's take a look. So A is 1/2, so you get 1/2 over n plus, well, the B, well, I'm not going to put plus down then, I'll put minus 1 over n plus 1 plus C, I turned that to be 1/2, and that's over n plus 2. I don't like the way that looks, so I'm going to simplify it by multiplying the first term by 2 over 2, so you get 1 over 2n minus 1 over n plus 1. I'm going to take the third term, multiply the top, multiply by 2, and you get 1 over 2n plus 4. All right, let me show you where this is written. This is written right over here, all right? 1 over 2n minus 1 over n plus 1 plus 1 over 2n plus 4. Now, I would say the tough part is seeing if there's a pattern to this. And to do that, what I would recommend you do is you plug the numbers in from 1 up to 9. Now, I like to do term by term. So if I'm doing that over there, I'm just going to do this first term here. Well, if n is 1, you get 1/2, then you get 1/4, then you get 1/6, 1/8. I'm just doing counting, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1/10, 1/12. They're just going up by 2, right? That's fairly simple. Let's do the middle term, and that's 1 over n plus 1 now. Going to do the middle one. What do you get? Well, if n is 1, you get 1/2, then you get 1/3, 1/4, 1/5, 1/6, 1/7, 1/8, 1/9, and 1/10. Now, if you do the last term, a little more complicated, this term over here, well, if n is 1, what are you going to get? You would get 1/6, and these are going up by 2, by the way, 1/8, 1/10, 1/12, 1/14, 1/16. When I say 2, the denominator is going up by 2, 1/20th, 1 over 22. Now, granted, if someone says it's a nightmare, how am I going to add all that together? Well, you're going to look for a pattern, and I kind of see a pattern immediately. And I want to tell you the pattern I'm seeing over here. I'm seeing that 1/6 minus 1/3 plus 1/6. If you add that together, well, you can get 2/6, which is 1/3, and 1/3 minus 1/3 is 0. And I see the same pattern over here. 1/8 minus 1/4, 1/8. That also sums to 0. This 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 sums to 0. Well, that's about it. All right, now what I'm looking at, I'm going to highlight it for you. We're looking at this, which is 0. Then we see a quarter. That's right over here. I see 1/20th. That's right there. Minus 1/10. That's right there. And plus 1 over 22. Now, by the way, this is a lot easier for me to deal with, and I'll tell you why. there's only 4 terms here. How many terms you got here? Let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And each term has 3 terms in it. So you'd have 9 times 3, 27 terms. I reduced it to a problem with only 4 terms in it. And you could imagine if this thing got bigger, like I wasn't using 9, if I was using like 9,000, I could probably do it still with that pattern. All right, I see the pattern. I'm going to do the addition for you now, or the combining this together. I'm going to get my eraser out. I'm pretty comfortable I got to that level there. And what I want to do is I want to do the arithmetic now. All right, looking at it, I'm going to, kind of look at it and just say it doesn't look that bad. Like the 2 middle terms, if you were to add those together, common that would be 20. And what would you get there? You get 1 minus 2, right? That could give you minus 1/20. Right, let me cross that out. I'm going to add a quarter to that. And what do you get there? Well, common that would be 20. Again, I'm doing these 3 terms now. And you'd get what? 5 minus 1, which is 4. Right? 5 minus 1 is 4. And that's 1/5. So what do you get now? 1/5 plus 1 over 22. I'm doing all 4 terms now. What's that going to give you? Well, common denominator is 110. And you're going to get 22 plus 5, which is 27 over 110. We get is what we expected, the answer. Thank you.